Hi Nearlyweds, I'm Susan Sutherland, and I'm guessing if you're here, you're probably planning a wedding. Well, you're in luck because today we're going to answer the age-old question of, should I hire my own wedding vendors or should I trust my wedding planner? For more answers to popular questions and to get all of our wedding planning tips, don't forget to subscribe below and hit the little bell so you're notified whenever we post a new video, and that's every Wednesday. So should you book your wedding vendors on your own or should you trust your wedding planner to help you with those decisions? Well, Danielle and I are going to discuss the pros and cons to both sides. So by the end of this video, you're going to know everything you need to make a good decision on your own. And if you stick through until the end, we're going to give you a link for a download with a recap of everything we discussed during the video. So let's get started. So Danielle, obviously there's so much more to what a wedding planner does than to just give vendor information, but it seems that one of our most controversial questions for some reason is, should I book wedding vendors on our own? Do you guys get a kickback? What's the story with why should we listen to you versus just researching on our own? So I wanted to kind of chat with you about that.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad to be discussing this today because we do get this question pretty often. And over the course of this video, let us know what you think in the comments below.
So we're going to start by talking about the pros, and Danielle is actually the perfect person to do this because, full disclosure, not only is she a wedding planner, but she's getting married. She is an engaged, a newlywed, and actually Danielle has decided to kind of go off of our regular vendor list and explore some vendors on her own. So let's talk a little bit about why you think that's a good idea and why you did that.
So booking your own vendors is great because you are in charge. So if you're more of a type A personality and you don't want to delegate that task to your planner, you can do that. Another great thing is you can do all the research for your vendors, so you can find the right style for, say, your photographer, your videographer, things like that. And of course, you can always hire your family and friends, which is a great way to save some money as well.
Okay, those are all really great points, but I'm going to come at you for the cons now from my perspective. One of the things that you said, of course, is that you're able to do all the research on your own, which is great if you have time. We've had couples who have booked vendors who have not turned out to be so great, and later on they regretted not doing more due diligence and trying to figure out who would be perfect for them, and they wound up being disappointed in the end. So in that regard, if you truly don't have the time to commit and interview and check references, that can be really challenging, and you should trust your wedding planner. Secondly, pricing. We are often able to negotiate some really good deals with our vendors, especially if you're doing things on off-peak times. A wedding planner, when she uses a vendor over and over again, get with them and say, hey, listen, my client really needs a break here. What can we do to help make this more affordable for her? That's another thing. So you can save money that way. And then finally, stress. I don't know why it is, and I think you'll agree with me. All of our clients seem to be doing something really, really hard when they're also planning their weddings. They're going to medical school, they're changing jobs, they're building houses, they're moving states. It's insane. I don't know how they keep it all straight. So, taking the time to do that research and go through the interview process and contract negotiation while you're doing all of that can really add to your stress levels. I think the cons are valid, but if you are type A, like Danielle, type A, and she likes having that control to find her vendors, looking for them on your own can be a great venture. But then if you want someone who can be more of a guarantee and make things a little less stressful, you probably want to stick with what your wedding planner has to say. There you have it. You have our arguments for and against either hiring vendors on your own or using your wedding planner to book your vendors. But we want to know what you think. If you have any thoughts about anything that we had to say, please make sure to leave us a comment in the comments section below. Also, you can hit the download that's located in our description, which is going to give you a recap of both our arguments and probably a few additional tips. And as usual, if you could subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications, and be sure to share this channel with your friends. And I'm so glad you're here today. Danielle, thank you so much for shedding some light on this topic, and we will see you in the next video.